The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
White 80. Check. 53 is mine. Let's make these babies alert. Let's make these babies cry.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there of 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Push him back. Alert. Easy. Flare.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Safe. Easy.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he gets it down to the 32. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Not stop this 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. One day. He don't want it. What is that? Slam. Black.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, here's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Good stop, baby. That's a baby stop. Check, 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 check.
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Darnold's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's get it. That. 230. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, alert, 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 alert. This is our time. Switch. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
57 to Mike. 57.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
That's how you score.
Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Snickers.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, baby.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
White 80. 57. Nice, sweetheart. Kill. 50. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Too little, Cupcake. General West. 36.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Snickers, 66.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Roethlisberger. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set! Block 80! Mike 57. Watch QB drop! Watch QB drop! Block it!
Now a handoff looking right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check 53's Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Right. Get it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
What's that? Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Wants to run. They're running it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. But even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they give this time to the tailback. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Roethlisberger quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
Here we go. Right, 80. 57 to Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check. Easy.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down now, it's Connor, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
All right, now, Black 80. Mike 51. Double dog. That's Black, what's that? Black, what's that?
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That, like 20. 53 is the mic. Go, go, go. Watch the safety creep.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Bell with a 1st down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They run the counter. Bell. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played